Welcome back to another Build-A-Fig Friday. I am your host, That Mania, and today we have the Topo Studios, trench coat jacket plus scarf and wrist wrappings for the Knightmare Batman. So this isn't so much a Build-A-Fig as it is a improving a fig. I didn't want to call it fix a fig because some people might like this coat better than the other ones, and I don't want them to feel like that the choices they've made are wrong. So I'm gonna call it, improve a fig. But yes, here's the box. It's pretty much just this. Super cool. But on the inside we have Batman's coat and then a bunch of different straps. So we have a strap there's a gun strap, wrist wraps, and a new scarf. So we're gonna bust these open real quick, get these off to the side, and I'm going to take the jacket off of him, and I'm going to show you the two jackets side by side before we actually go out and put it on him. So here we have the Topo coat on the right, and obviously the Hot Toys one on the left, which has been not used up, he's been wearing it, it's a trench coat. And you can see here, let me flip it over so you can kind of see the material. The material on these two is drastically different. This one's a lot more firm as opposed to this one, which is a lot looser. Kind of has like a leather chair feeling to it. It's got this coat feeling in the middle, like a windbreaker, as opposed to this one, which when you open it up, is just more of the same kind of coat. They are night and day different. One, they also put their logo in that coat, which is really funny to me. But opening them up, you can see that these are two completely different coats. Whichever one you like better is completely up to you. But you can definitely tell that this one, the material is drastically different than the material of this one. I'm very excited to see how the new coat looks on him, since I know exactly how the old coat looks on him. It's very, very easy to do. You just got to take this coat off. You take the wrists, or you take the arms and his wrists off, and you just slide the coat off. It's just like changing clothes on a normal 6-scale figure. So it should be very easy to put this new coat on. If I have any trouble, I will start recording and let you know exactly where problem has arisen. But if not, we're going to skip right to him wearing the coat so we can all see how that looks. So this coat's going to take a lot of time to kind of finesse and finagle, and the wrist wraps are really wide, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go about getting those on. But so far, so good. It's definitely an improvement over this one, which is okay at best. I think I have a few pictures I can put up so you can kind of have a comparison of the two. So I'll move him over here real quick, and I will put up a picture of him in the old one. But yes, the coat, it does look much more movie accurate. The scarf, however, is kind of hard to get used to. It's not just tied together like the Hot Toys one was, where I could just slide it over. It is something I had to tie myself. So it's kind of a pain, but something that I could definitely easily improve over time. Again, with these wrist wraps, you have to keep the same hand on because the wraps are sculpted onto the hands as well. So I will have to figure that out overall. But with enough finesse and finagling, you could definitely make this guy look really nice. The problem is the camera is making it look a lot brighter than it actually is. It's kind of more around this. So it does look really good. It's just there's some things going on that definitely need to get worked out. I think the shoulders look a little weird because I feel like his shoulders should be more up, but currently they are sitting lower. So I have to figure out how to make the coat look a little bit more like that. And it's got that same problem I have with the Mace Windu and Clone Wars armor, where because this isn't designed, like the Hot Toys one is designed with those wrists in mind, this goes all the way down. So you kind of have to get those gauntlets there to sit in a way where you can actually get to the hand, because if not, the hand's just going to pop right back off, which is kind of annoying, but it's not too bad overall. Anyway, the biggest problem that most people have had, including myself currently, is the weathering. So it's not very weathered. It looks a little too clean for what he is doing. As you can see down here, it wasn't very weathered in the original promotional, but I feel like it should have been more weathered, which is something most people could do themselves for the most part. But it is a little lightly weathered compared to how much I feel like it should be. You can kind of see, especially here on the back, you get some weathering, but it's not like a whole lot. So it doesn't really, it feels all right, but it doesn't feel as lived in. It doesn't feel as good as it could. But it's a start. It is something that easily can be fixed if you know what you're doing, which I don't. So I'll have to figure that out at some point. But it is super cool. Again, you do get this scarf here, which is definitely a lot different than the Hot Toys one, which is just like this brown. This is like a darker, it's got more mesh to it. And it does have a bunch of new, you get some straps for the gun. So if you wanted to upgrade the strap, because you don't really like the fact that this strap is just kind of like flimsy and nothing, you do get this much nicer strap. This is also a strap, I believe, for the binoculars, which I do keep as an accessory on him at all times because I like to let him see from far away. And I think it just adds a little bit more to the look. So otherwise, I'm happy with it. It wasn't very much. And Topo does have a new sculpt coming out, or a cowl coming out with a sculpt for this version and the original version. So it's a little bit better. It'll be more sandy. So hopefully that'll add a little bit more to the weathering of this guy. I don't know what it is about this guy. I really like this Knightmare look for whatever reason. And I'm just going to keep going until I think he's perfect. Because, the Hot Toys thing is okay. But this is definitely a step in the right direction. Especially since I missed out on the Daft Toys coat. So all in all, I am pretty darn happy with the way this guy is turning out. My Knightmare collection is, it's pretty much done. I don't really have anything going on with it at this point. I've got everybody I need to. But it's just nice to be able to improve stuff like this. Anyway, if you feel like picking this guy up, 1/6 Kit currently has him in stock, I believe. And I believe they are making more in case it's not. And again, there is the sculpt, which is coming out sooner than later. So feel free to check back on that as well. Definitely worthwhile to check it out. Topo also has a lot of other stuff going on. Like they're working on a Drifter Bruce Wayne from the Batman, which will be a super cool figure to see. Because it'll be the whole clothing set. You just got to add the head from the Hot Toys or the in-art figure. Super looking forward to that. Can't wait to get that in the collection at some point soon. Because I wasn't a huge fan of the way the Present Toys one looked. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe because I love making small videos like this, just showing small clothing updates or sculpt updates or all this yada yada yada, or even building a whole figure, which I've done once or twice, I think. I can't remember how many times I've put together a figure at this point. But this is a fun little series every now and then. And the support always helps. It helps me see that you guys are definitely enjoying this because I'm enjoying making it for you. And Batman here, he's screaming with enjoyment. So obviously you should scream with him. And with all of that out of the way, I've been me and you've been you. And thank you for watching another Build the Fig Friday figure review, coat thing review. Hopefully you join me next time when we review something maybe new. I will see you then.